tuli mu mitawaana tuliko mu mitawaana mitono tujja kwogerera ku ebyo tufiiriddwa wano ndi omutuuze waffe.
Thank you, Malcolm Musimi. It's still a sad moment here in Munyonyo, in Buziga Parish, where the home of Charles Muhangi is found. And it was confirmed that Muhangi died at around 7 in the morning, and it was found out by his young son, and who later informed police. Now, as we talk, police detectives are here to investigate and to find out the exact cause of the death of the former rally driver, Charles Muhangi. With me, with the chairman of this area, who was among the people, the first people who came here to find out exactly what has happened in the home of Charles Muhangi. Welcome, sir.
Thank you. My name's Mr. Willie Robert, the chairman in Lower Mawanga. We're in sad moments of our senior citizen, Mr. Muhangi Charles. Yeah.
What happened?
Actually, I got the report at around 7:52 minutes a.m. in the morning through one of my defense secretary of our area, that we have lost a senior citizen. I had to jump in my car. I came in. I witnessed with my own eyes. He was lying on the bed. It's really sad.
What really happened? Because as a leader in this place, what really happened? Maybe the cause. You have some information. Maybe the cause of his death.
No. Actually, the police is there. Is trying to investigate what the cause was. Yeah.
When did you last see Muhangi here live?
Okay, being he's a very busy gentleman, and I'm also busy at the time, it had taken me something like a month without seeing him, but my fellow executive members have been informing me that he's around because he has been cooperative in our area, especially supporting the local council executive and the members. Yeah.
Do you know now the program from here after the detectives are done with their investigations?
Actually, we have not got the real program because they are still, even the body is still in the house.
So from here, we've seen A+ funeral service. Are we seeing the body, removing it and taking it to someone?
Yeah, we're expecting that in a few minutes. Yeah, they'll be taking the body in a few minutes. That's what we expect after the investigation of the police. Thank you.
Okay. Now, Malcolm, if I can show you my cameraman. Now, different dignitaries have started coming here. Business people, people who have been working with Charles Muhangi. It's a sad moment, really. If you can see in the background, also police, they have started coming in, different police units. And if you can move around, it's really a sad moment here in Muyenga, where the home of Charles Muhangi is found. We will be keeping you updated on what is going to happen here. But what we expect today, the body of Muhangi will be removed from here, and it will be taken to maybe to do a post-mortem, and later police will be informing us later in the day exactly what caused the death of Charles Muhangi, and we can move around and see exactly what is happening here. Different meetings have started to be held here of different family members, businessmen, and if I can give you a background, that Muhangi is a renowned businessman in Kampala, and is a former champion of motor rally, and is indeed known as one of the best drivers Uganda has ever had in history. I will be keeping you posted on exactly what will be transpiring here later in the day in our news.
And yes, we can confirm to you, just in case you have just tuned in to NTV, we are confirming the death of former rally champion Charles Muhangi, who died in his home and discovered by his family members, who later on informed police. Well, the pictures you're seeing there are from Buziga, the home of Charles Muhangi, the champion who was found dead this morning, a prominent businessman and Horizon bus owner, a former rally driver. According to police, his family members found a 65-year-old property magnate dead in his bed by his wife, and we also being told that happened this morning. The authorities were also informed around 7. The cause of his death remains unknown and is being investigated. Let's listen in now to Sebuguzi, another rally champion in town, to tell us what happened to his
akolesa transport olina ogula ekintu ekipya nakina kisobola okuba mileage. Amanya gange nze Ronald Sebuguzi. Nze ndi makanika.
Okay, briefly in English.
Now I'm going to give you my chairman is the one to speak.
On TV. You can't.
But I told you, I have to give someone who can explain properly.
Yeah, Ivan now trying to interview some of the rally drivers, renowned rally drivers who were very close friends in the profession. That Charles Muhangi became very, very prominent. He was also a bus owner, Horizon Bus Company, which became very famous, plying the routes of Kabale, Mbarara, and other areas of the country. The company has not been doing well as the business got issues over a bus back, and what we know is, according to City Traders Association spokesperson Issa Sekito, that Charles Muhangi had been struggling to repossess his Kwalisel bus terminal for another property magnate, Drake Rubega, and all those events really caused a drop, or his business really suffer very huge losses, and all these days he's been very, very quiet. So the two businessmen had been also in court over the property and in the Kampala Central Business District for a number of years, and until the Supreme Court ruled recently that in Muhangi's favor in July this year. So while development was going on and this happens, we see pictures there of the arrival of another famous businessman, Uhuru, and arriving at Muhangi's home in Buziga. That's the live broadcast we are bringing you right now and confirming the death or the passing of a famous prominent businessman, Charles Muhangi, and the dispute over the ownership of the bus park, which has been dominating news about him because he's not been in the news of recent, stemmed from a letter of July 20th, 2011, in which President Yoweri Museveni intervened and directed the Ministry of Lands, Housing and Urban Development to take steps to rectify the anomaly that had given rise to the dispute. The President also advised the cancellation of certificates of title found have been acquired fraudulently, and the directive followed the protracted legal battle between Mr. Lubega and Muhangi, the proprietor of Horizon Cultures. This is NTV, and we definitely will keep those pictures running live from Charles Muhangi's home. We see now a van from a funeral service company coming in, and then we were told by Ivan Chimuli, our reporter, that the body, according to the police, will be taken now for postmortem. That prominent businessman, we want to repeat that prominent businessman, Horizon bus owner and former rally driver, Charles Muhangi, is dead. We can confirm that. And according to police and family members, the 65-year-old property magnate was found dead in his bed by his wife, and there's news coming in to also say it is his son, but the cause of the death is still unknown and is being investigated by police. We have Mary Karoro Okrut there interviewing rather Ivan Chimuli was interviewing one of the ministers, Mary Karoro Okrut. Let's now listen in.
Children school, she lives him, when she comes back she finds him dead. It is shocking. It is so sad. But as you have seen, people have already gathered. The police is here. And the people who are here, we are trying to also to organize doctors to see that they do a post-mortem. But it's sad. It is terrible.
What is the arrangement now? Are you planning to government to take over in terms of burial arrangements?
No, that one we can't tell yet. But I'm sure, we can't tell yet. We are all in shock. We're in shock. It's terrible.
Who is Muhangi to you and to Uganda maybe?
Muhangi, we are almost neighbors in Muhangi district, but we have grown up knowing each other. Our parents were very close. But not only that, so when we are talking, it is not only family members, it is not only friends who have lost, the entire country has lost. We all know about Charles Muhangi. He's one of those rally aces and much more. Even he has been a very, very strong supporter of the movement, very, very strong supporter, but the entire nation has lost. Yes. Kitalo nnyo omanyi omuntu okufa mangu ago kubanga nga bwe tukimanyi omukyala yamulesewo ku makya nga atwala abaana ku ssomero n'amulekawo nga ali bulungi ogenda kukomawo n'asanga nti omuntu afudde kwegamba ebibuuzo bingi bijja n'ogamba nandulwaziza n'enkyusamu omuntu wange naye so ffenna tuli mu shock.
Enteekateeka ziri zitya?
Enteekateeka tugenda tulinze of course kati ebya post-mortem ebyokumutwala omulambo mu ddwaliro banoonyereze kiki ekimuse ekyo kati kyekiriwo kati kubanga kiri important naye poliisi yatuuse dda wano nga bwe mweraba naye kitalo nnyo ekya Charles Muhangi.
All right, there, Ivan, interviewing one of Charles Muhangi's actually village mates. She also comes from Bushenyi, Mary Karoro Krut, and Uhuru, the businessman from Kampala, so who might be knowing a little bit more about Charles Muhangi. They are speaking. Let's listen in.
Affirming the death of our brother, it was a shock for us in the morning. So we decided to come and see really is it true, because yesterday some of us were with him and he was in healthy, good mood. So we are shocked to see all of a sudden in the morning he's dead. And good enough, the family has agreed with the police to do a post-mortem with both parties, which means it will bring peace and harmony to know the actual death of our brother Charles Muhangi.
Thank you, brother. Yes, Honorable.
Yes.
It's so sad.
Very, very unfortunate. Yes, we have lost one of our enterprising person, not only for our region, but as a country. It's unfortunate, but we have not yet known what has killed him. We are trying to arrange for a post-mortem to be carried out, and the family is arranging its own doctors, and then the police is also here, so the post-mortem will be done jointly. But it's very, very unfortunate. We have heard from people who were with him last night. He was not sick up to 1 a.m. He was not sick. He didn't have any problem. They parted and agreed to meet today in the morning at 7. No. Those people whom he had last night at 1. So when they reached at the venue at 7 in the morning, the only thing they got from a call they got that the person they were waiting for is dead. So we are all informed, and that's why we are all here. Now we're actually in a meeting with the family to arrange first on how the postmortem can be carried out, done jointly with the police, and then after we arrange for the burial.
You mentioned that they are going to have 2 postmortems?
No. It will be one, but done jointly, both with police and the family, because they would like to know he was not sick, he did not complain of anything. If somebody all of a sudden dies, then it raises eyebrows. Kitalo nnyo bannayuganda n'abantu bonna tufiiriddwa omusajja munnaffe abadde mukozi nnyo, abadde muntu w'abantu, abadde si mulwadde, era abantu be twayogeddeko nabo ababadde naye kutuusa saa 7 gw'ekiro yabadde talina buzibu bwonna, era ne bakaanya nti basenkane ku makya essaawa emu, era ne bakeera ne bagenda ku kifo kye bakaanyizaako okusenkana, niye bagenza okufuna essimu ng'ebaga nti omuntu gwe mulinze yafudde, era nabo ne bavaayo ne bajja wano. So abantu bonna beebuuza kiki ekyabaddewo, era famire ne poliisi bakaanyiza bakole postmortem wamu, famire naye esobole okutegeera kiki ekyamuse, nga we yabadde mulamu naye all of a sudden n'afa. So kitalo nnyo bannayuganda, kitalo nnyo abantu mwenna, naye tusaba Katonda atuyambe tusobole okuyita mu bizibu bino bye tulimu kati. Bantu Mawanda Michael Malanga, member wa parliament
As earlier told you that different meetings are going on here to arrange and to issue a program where different things, and we're going to keep you updated on exactly what happened. We're going to talk to different issues here.
It's a sad moment.
Please.
What
is the plan now?
The plan, we are waiting to go to the funeral service, to the funeral home, and then after postmortem, and then we shall proceed with the arrangement for the burial. Yeah, so sad.
Yes, either there, a reporter in Buziga at Charles Muhangi's home who was found dead in his bed this morning, trying to speak to some of his friends who are really very saddened, not in the mood to speak really. But we also know that early in the morning, around 8:50 a.m., we can confirm, according to the New Vision, that the area chairman was called by Charles Muhangi's children, reporting to him that their father is not feeling well, and that was on phone. And then his wife was also away. She had reportedly gone to school to pick one of her children who were breaking off holiday, so she definitely wasn't home when her husband got issues. When contacted over the development, she called a neighbor who in turn called one Dr. Kagwa, also in the same neighborhood. And according to the chairman, when the medic arrived at the house, he found Muhangi lying in bed already dead, and then he also entered the house and found him lifeless. That's according to the chairman. Apparently, the doctor says there were no physical signs on the dead man to suggest any immediate cause of death. That is what we know from, according to the New Vision, the country's leading daily. Muhangi had recently been in the news following a wrangle over businessman, over a business, the bus pack, with businessman Drake Rubega and Haj Mansour Matovu. That name has not been mentioned yet, also known as Yanga, of the ownership of properties. And the story goes on and then, but while he could not rapidly, people could not rapidly establish how long the former rally champion has been living in the area, in Buziga. Some are saying he's been a very, very good man and very cooperative dealing with security. But also, let's try to bring you Muhangi's profile. Verbatim, a prominent businessman and Horizon bus owner and former rally driver is dead. And according to police and family members, the 65-year-old property magnate was found dead in his bed, and his wife. The country definitely knows Charles Muhangi as a man who became prominent with his famous H-Taguriro Subaru car. Right now, arrangements are going on to try and move the body to be taken for postmortem, and the live pictures now you see on TV are of different friends of the family coming in to mourn along with with family members. The dispute over ownership of a bus park is coming out very strongly and stems from a letter dated 20th 2011 in which the president intervened and directed the lands ministry to take steps to solve the problems, what he called an anomaly that had given rise to a very bad dispute. So NTV is at the top of that story and would definitely bring you updates each and every minute on the arrangements for burial and of course the report from the police to try and find out what could have actually killed the businessman. Charles Muhangi. Very sad day indeed, and very sad 2018, very dark year. We're going to take a short break and then TV will definitely be back with more updates on the same, but also to tell you what is happening at Parliament, where a probe into the closure of banks is happening, otherwise known as Kokasi. Let's take a break.